Ever wonder why some action franchises just feel right during the holidays? Uh, it's not about snowballs and reindeer. It's about pure, unadulterated fun. And when it comes to delivering that, few series can compete with the over-the-top action of the Expendables. And so that Sylvester Stallone envisioned a team up of cinematic icons, a dream realized with the first film, and so it wasn't just a movie, it was a celebration of action heroes and quietly a passing of the torch to Jason Statham. The series stands apart from typical Statham fare with its ensemble cast. It allows the star to be a bit more playful and relaxed than his usual stoic uh, roles. Each member has a ridiculously over the top name. Lee Christmas is comparatively tame C. Well, no film is set on Christmas. The Expendables is a perfect, easy binge for action fans during the holidays. Um, it's a refreshing change from the same old Indiana Jones or Die Hard repeats. Expect plenty of action, a silly humor, and an incredible cast. The quality has varied across the four films, with the second being a standout. Uh, uh, the fourth installment is best enjoyed as background noise while you tackle chores or chat with friends. But there's a cozy charm to the entire saga, uh, despite the sometimes absurd dialogue. The characters are genuinely endearing. The friendship between Christmas and Stallone's Barney is sweet, and hanging out with the crew between missions is always a good time. The series didn't quite live up to its full potential, often referencing past films instead of creating new iconic moments. But with a turkey sandwich and a lit Christmas tree, um, binging Expendables is a real treat. Uh, the saga was riding high after the second film's success. Um, Plans for a spin-off, The Expendables, an all-female team with a potential Stallone cameo, uh, were in the works from volunteers. But the dream died when the third film underperformed. Statham was even considered for a solo outing, A Christmas Story. Uh, though the concept never materialized, it might have been preferable to the fourth installment. The fourth film felt like a mashup of all the planned spin-offs. Um, the Expendables was always meant to be guilty pleasure entertainment. The series lost its way uh, with the teen-friendly third film, and the fourth installment was even more disappointing. It's time to get back to the roots of fun, old-fashioned action. Good news arrived in 2025. Lionsgate acquired the rights and is developing another film. Uh, the fourth entry feels out of sync with the previous ones, lacking Stallone's creative direction, right? A fifth film needs to recapture the magic. The next installment should bring back the OG stars like Statham, but also add some fresh faces. Keanu Reeves, Charlize Theron, or Donnie Yen would be welcome additions. And more practical action, less CGI would be a major plus. Uh, it would be fantastic to end a future Christmas binge watch of the entire Expendables franchise on a high note. a genuinely fun fifth film could do just that is, and we'll have to wait and see if it happens, but there's still some fuel left in the tank. These guys are so good at blowing things up. I bet they could even handle a rogue gingerbread house. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, I mentioned